pure case of agenda, and it has IPOB backing. That since IPOB and its leaders are followers of Jewish or Judaism religion in the East, white clothing Christian religionists and their churches somewhere in the Southeast, that they classify this IPOB because they look like they are Jewish people, and that is why they are killing them in the Southeast. He said, nowhere, like I told you in this report, where he will say he admits of the fact that there is any killing in the Southeast and that the killing was perpetrated by the IPOB or Eastern Security Network. This is the only report the senator relied on. Thank you for having me.
How damaging is Senator Ted Cruz's position? He's not only saying it, he's moved it as a movement of law for an act of parliament in the United States.
First of all, Senator Ted Cruz is having a declining popularity in the U.S. Because of some of the extreme position he has taken in favor of AIPAC, which the MAGA base are not happy with him. People like Tucker Carlson, Candy Owens, there are quite a number of them who are not comfortable. So in a bid to revive his ailing political career, he decided to choose people of like minds to do that. But let me not push far in that regard and focus on the germane issue of substance. Senator Ted Cruz published on his official Twitter page allegation against the government of Nigeria. And if you look at that, you will see he said there is a genocide, there's a killing of Christians in Nigeria, to which public officials are either complicit or all they are participating in it. In other words, he's trying to say that there is a genocide and the genocide is perpetrated by Nigeria government. Now, genocide, if you look at the very concept and definition of genocide, you know that it has to be a state-orchestrated thing. Or even if it is non-state actors, it has to be established. The second thing is talk about the participation of the government of Nigeria. He knows it is false. But let me tell you where the story is coming from.
Or maybe he doesn't know.
Let me tell you. The reason is because almost all of them base that position that they said on this report. This report was written by Inter-Society Civil Liberty and Rule of Law. They call them International Society for Civil Liberties and Rule of Law. It is founded in Nigeria and it is somewhere in Onitsha. Most of the references they made were in this report. Now, if you look at this report, which was first published in August, and then they updated it last month, September, you will know that this is a pure case of agenda, and it has IPOB backing. This report can be seen on their website, Inter-Society Civil Liberties and Rule of Law. Now, they gave what they call to be a report of killings in Nigeria. They said they got their sources from multiple places. They also said they relied on their previous archive in reaching the conclusion. If you look at the entire report, 70% of the cases of killing that they are referring to happened in 2015, 2016, and I think 2018. The reference they made to the killings in 2025, they said the report, they got them from Sahara Reporters, they got it from one civil society, and they got it from what they call open source. Almost all of the things that they were published, they were based on hearsay. Now, if you're writing a report, the little I know about people who understand what research is, you have to go to the root of the source. You have to verify the point. Nowhere in this report has he established one fact, that this report stemmed from a research by their organization. Needless talking about the people who fund this particular organization. But do you know one intriguing thing about his report? He has analyzed every killings in Nigeria. There is one killing that he refused to acknowledge. And in fact, he even said that all of the killings of priests, the citizens of the southern eastern Nigeria, he said they were perpetrated by the Nigerian security forces, Nigerian crack team, and Nigerian intelligence officers in the pretext of fight against IPOB. Then in that report, he came to that very, very important point here, where he said all of these have seen reckless whatever, and that the premise for which there is false labeling, mass criminalization, class stigmatization, and here's the conclusion, is premised on two things. Number one, that since IPOB and its leaders are followers of Jewish or Judaism religion in the East, white clothing Christian religionists and their churches somewhere in the Southeast, that they classify this IPOB because they look like they are Jewish people, and that is why they are killing them in the Southeast. He said, nowhere, like I told you in this report, where he will say he admits of the fact that there is any killing in the Southeast and that the killing was perpetrated by the IPOB or Eastern Security Network. This is the only report the senator relied on. Meanwhile, there have been reports by Human Rights Watch, a report by Amnesty International, United States Institute of Peace, and all other allied reports on insecurity in Nigeria. Not a single one referenced any form of insecurity as religiously based killings in Nigeria.
So there is a concern, though, because where the fire is originating from does look like it's Nigerians who have instigated this, and there are those who say they have direct directly be impacted by the killings in Nigeria.
Right.
For example, July this year, some Nigerians, some of them who are from Benue State,
Right.
they had a protest press conference in Washington, D.C.
Right.
And now we're even hearing that Marco Rubio is supporting this move. And they said that there is a genocidal attack in their land. Some of these people, and I would say after the Yewata attack, those who have risen up to say it does look like a coordinated attack against Christians, because most of the people that were attacked, churches were attacked, the people that were attacked, most of them are Christian. That it looks like a coordinated attack. Nigerians in the United States seem to have fueled or instigated it.
So there are three things you mentioned here. Number one is the group that went and protested. Number two, the issue they presented to the congressmen. They are fabricated and half truth. Yes to the fact that there have been killings. No to the fact that the killing is because they are Christians. You see, because anywhere a crime is committed, the tribe or religion that is predominant in that place will be the most casualty. You will see the most casualty there. In the same way you see in Zamfara, in Sokoto, in Katsina, in Kebbi, where these bandits have come and killed people, abduct people, majority of them are Muslims. So when you go to Benue, and but let me tell you something. Recently, there have been arrests of individuals that were fomenting crisis in Benue. Guess what? They were flown in the public media. Some of them are Christians. So some of the places, the crisis there, they ask their governors will tell them, because governors receive intel report. It is not because they are Christians. Either it is based on land grabbing, cattle rustling, cattle this, whatever it is, that is the component. That's why United States Institute of Peace never mention religion. So when you go to the United States and you push religion, that you are being persecuted before you are Christian, to me, is a mischaracterization of the real issue.
What is the implication of Nigeria being designated as a country of particular concern?
Well, if a country is designated as a country of particular concern, what happened is that that country is likely to come under sanction. And the sanction can be either of these four. It can be on travel ban, it can be embargo on the sale of arms to you, it can also be trade-related embargo, where there is this tariff or whatever trade restriction. And it can be the fourth one, I think I can't remember, either of these four can happen to you. Now, some of these Nigerians who are overzealous and are wanting this thing to come on Nigeria because either you are in the opposition or you are even a pastor, you feel that this thing should happen. If the embargo or ban is placed on Nigeria, maybe you've been going there to preach. Nigerians can't go to America. You know, recently, Donald Trump banned certain countries where people from those countries can't go there. So you have to know, if you are somebody that travels abroad for what, it can be religious, it can be trade, it can be business. If a sanction is placed on you, that is likely going to affect.
But there are those who will say the Tinubu government has to do a lot of work because these things are being instigated by Nigerians.
So let me tell you why lately Nigerians have been crying for long about insecurity. They've been pushing this issue of religion for a long time. But these guys in the West, that's why I say it's orchestrated agenda. These guys in the West never paid attention to it until an event happened at the United Nations. And 24 hours after that event, Bill Maher was the first to start talking, and he said that it's killing of Nigeria. If you're Western media, you are not talking about it. Shame on you. And I don't know why the Nigerian people are not in the street protesting. After he said that, two other podcasters said it, and then before you know, the senators who are APAC-backed senators and senators who have alien political career, those ones continue to say it and ask people to retreat. Now, this is how you will know that it is agenda. When Nigerians were crying insecurity, what did they do? They didn't do anything. Until now, they feel the opportunity presents itself for them to pick that thing up in order to create problem for Nigeria. And you talked about Marco Rubio may buy into it. Because before now, when Marco Rubio was an ordinary senator, Marco Rubio was among the persons who were pushing for that kind of a thing. But we are committed in bringing out the falsehood. We admit there is insecurity in Nigeria and we're fighting it. We have made significant progress since 2023 when the president came. None of the insecurity in Nigeria relates to religion. And we are making the progress that is required.
Give me a moment.
Just imagine what this man, Daniel Bwala, said concerning IPOB. I have a question to ask these people. All these things that IPOB, that you claim that IPOB went to USA, they told US lawmakers that is happening, that is going on in Nigeria. I have a question to ask this man and also to the Senate president of the country, Senator Akpabio. I want to ask, are all these things lies or are they true? I want to know, are there no genocide going on in Nigeria? Or do you think that we don't have much to talk? There is also genocide going on in Southeast. If not, what is the Nigerian military doing in a peaceful zone in the name of their hunting for Ipob militaries? What are they doing there? Oga, there is genocide going on in southeast of Nigeria, and you know too well about what we are saying. So stop coming online to lie, to put fallacies, to try to corrupt the minds of these US lawmakers, to do as if that what these people are saying are lies. IPOB, as you assumed, as you alleged, that they are the ones that reported the genocide, Christian genocide going on in Nigeria to the US lawmakers, no problem but no issue. We want you to know that there is ongoing genocide going on in Imo states, in Igbo lands, committed by Nigerian military. This is no longer Boko Haram committing it. It is Nigerian military is killing innocent Igbo people in the southeast in the name of their hunting for IPOB members. IPOB simply means all Igbos, including the politicians, including Igbo politicians, all of them are IPOB. You don't know the meaning of IPOB? IPOB simply means indigenous people of Biafra. Whether you are from south, you are from southeast, provided you are in old Biafran land, automatically you are an IPOB. Yes. What is wrong with these people? They don't even think, they don't even reason before they come out to spew nonsense on air. Just imagine what a grown-up man come out to talk. How many times have you come out to condemn the killings going on in Kwara, in the northern part of the country? You've not. But you all know there is a secret genocide going on in Southeast, and nobody wants to talk about it. No media carries this particular news except innocent Igbo youth, except Igbo bloggers who use their small spaces to talk about all these things. What is wrong with you? There is ongoing genocide in Igbo land. If Northerners want to deny there is no genocide going on in the north, that is their own cup of tea. But in Igbo land, what we are passing through is not Boko Haram genocide. We are passing through Nigerian military genocide. The terrorists in the military, they are the ones frustrating Igbo land. They are the ones killing innocent Igbos. Shoot at sight. Imagine someone will enter one particular village and start shooting, shouting IPOB, where are you? Come out, let us fight. A Nigerian military man. At the end of the day, people look for whom to blame. That they are the one causing it. Even today's thing that as Ridokubo exposed you guys, as Ridokubo used his mouth, exposed you guys. That you guys hired him, paid him heavily and his men. For someone to carry his men to come to Igbo land, do you think it's a small money? You want to wipe Igbos out. Like that one did not stop. You start from Lagos. Start demolition of Igbo people's properties. The only house Yoruba person property that was touched is only this Ola of Lagos. And now he felt what Igbos have been feeling. His own is that the reason why the demolition is own is that he went under the very big, all this big high tension. That was where he went and built his Sparko car showroom. He didn't spend much money there, and they demolished it. Compared to Igbo people's plazas, Igbo people's buildings, 3-story buildings, 4-story buildings that have been destroyed for no tangible reason in the name of his obstructing waterways. Is it only Igbo that are building in those places? What about Yorubas? Who sold those lands to them? Who legalized those properties? Who legalized the lands to be sold? And who allowed them to to put those structures there? Is it not the government? Oh, the former government gave them those permission, and now the new government have come to destroy everything. Honestly, we need to wake up. It is obvious we don't belong in one Nigeria. You don't need Abraham to preach to you that, no, Igbos, you are not belonging here. But I don't know why some people are very foolish. Ojukwu said it. Nnamdi Kanu repeated the same thing. Yet people doesn't want to learn. You think that it's by intermarriage? No. It's not by intermarriage. If you like, marry all of them. Come back to the East. They will still hate you. Because they know that what you're marrying is a woman. Even though that their woman can even marry outside the country, we forget the person. That is it. Getting married to a woman is like when you are throwing a handbag to someone else. That is how it is. She belongs to her husband and not to you. If she buy now, her husband pay, they don't go even bring her back to your home. And that is why you see when South Africans are saying Nigerians must go, the people who married Nigerian men and I say, what about their husband? They say, we should follow your husband and go. You are their property. We don't care. If you want to stay here, you divorce him and come back home. This is what South Africans are saying. That is to tell you that if you are married, automatically it belongs to your husband. If you buy your husband, they go now your husband's side, they go bury you. Not be your papa's side, they go bury you. Do you get the point? You don't have your own home. A place that even if you are getting old, you will stay comfortably. proudly, and nobody will come and say, Madam, come out from my house, because you know it belongs to you and your husband. Do you get it? Honestly, this man Bwala, in fact, I wish you are very close to me. Nsawa gone with Ezigbo Kanti the sharp. Ogini na fear. Which kind of human being is this? These corrupt leaders has failed to come on air, to call on the UN, to call on the world to come to their aid, as Boko Haram, ISWAP, bandit has wiped them out. But any iota of thing, they choose to blame IPOB. Imagine, even the thing that is not even happening. Oh, look at what Nnamdi said, that it is a P2B that even went to the P2B that attended the meeting with his wife, that attended one particular crusade, one particular something in US in church. You understand? They are not blaming him. Now this person is busy blaming IPOB. Nnamdi is busy. That is to tell you the hatred they have against you. And it pains me when I see some of the Igbo elites coming online to back these foolish people. People like Omahe, people like Benjamin Kalu, people like Hope Uzodinjo, coming out to back nonsense. God Almighty. If you see the way they are backing Fulanis backing Fulanis, these politicians backing Boko Haram, these politicians protecting and backing bandits, and you as an Igbo man, you are busy tarnishing the image of your brother Nnamdi Kanu or talking trash about IPOB, automatically may your days never belong here on earth. Because he who speak evil and another he who backs evil must live. In fact, you must not live to see good. That is it. That evil wipe you. You must not live to see good. These people are busy backing bandits, terrorists. Yesterday, 5 local governments or 4 local governments in Katsina State were negotiating peace talk with bandits. How many medias were carrying it? How many medias are carrying that particular news? But it's real. It's fact. Even Nigerian military media on Facebook were busy carrying that particular news proudly. And it shocked me. Hefty armed bandits negotiating peace talk. If you claim you want peace talk, why can't you surrender your arms? Surrender your arms. That is how to do it. First of all, if you want peace, surrender your arms. Surrender all your arms. And we need to go to your camp to investigate to ensure that, yes, you really meant peace talk. Not the other way around. No submission of arms. They still come for peace talk with arms, heavily armed. Nigeria is finished. Can't stop what you got to talk. As an Igbo man, wake up, oh. Wake up. Because when it comes to Igbo people, automatically you are being hated. That means one Nigeria is not for us. Nigeria is for every other tribes, but except Igbos. Because you cannot commit any single crime and scot-free. Yes, but others can do. And guess what? They will even be rewarded heavily. May God help us.